About this first season for UCF in the Big 12, going to these different places, these different venues, these atmospheres where maybe somebody hadn't experienced before. What did you think about it?
I mean, I thought it was a great opportunity. I mean, we've been in the American for a while now. I mean, since I got here, but the Big 12 is a big conference, and especially for women's soccer, some of the best teams in the country have always been in the Big 12. We played teams in the Big 12 before, but we've never consistently been able to play them throughout our season. And I think it was just, a great opportunity, like new start. We got to play some new teams, some of the best teams in the country, and, kind of just really test ourselves every game. There isn't a game where you can take your foot off the gas. Every single game is, a championship game. So I think it's really been a great opportunity for us to show who we are.
Speaking of those types of teams, you're coming off of that last regular season matchup against BYU. What's the biggest thing that you and the back line really learned from that game that you would like to take with you into the Big 12 tournament?
Yeah, I think with BYU, obviously we didn't get the result that we wanted to, and it's not, as a defender, we always want to have a clean sheet, and it's not, the way you want to go out with 3 goals, especially in the first half, and their first goal coming very early in the game. But, I think it was a good opportunity for us to learn how to, come back from that. We did get scored on very early, but I think, we were able to pick our heads up and, focus on the next play, the next tackle. What happened, and it was a good opportunity for us to grow in that environment, especially being at BYU. There were thousands of fans. It was an experience that, I've never been in an environment exactly like that. Fans really close to the field, it's very loud. It was their senior night, they had a lot going for them, and I think it was a good opportunity for us to, show who we are. We can, as Mia said, play with the big dogs, and we came close. We didn't finish how we wanted to, but come back up and finish, stronger than we started.
As you've played teams in the Big 12, what's the degree of difference that you notice between your team and, say, BYU, Texas Tech?
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, compared to the way, the American, I think with the American, we were definitely often starting, ranked probably higher in the conference, and there were, the games are definitely different. The games in the Big 12 are much more physical, I would say, probably, and you've got a lot more top ranked players in the country and top ranked recruits, and it's just every game we have to stick to the game plan, and that's probably the most important than it's ever been before, because focusing on what their strengths are and how we can eliminate those is just probably the most important part for us this season.
Do you feel you've earned the respect of the other teams in the league based on the way you've played?
I mean, I would hope so. I think we've really done well this season. I think we were ranked, middle of the pack going into it, and we finished top 6, which is, I mean, we wanted to finish higher, but top 6 was our goal. And I think, some teams I think have been surprised potentially with how we've come out. They know there's 3 teams from the American, and I'm glad that we've finished top from the American. And we've competed with some of the best teams, and we've had I think our first game against West Virginia was, kind of good to step up and be like, hey, we're here and we're ready to play, and first step in the Big 12.
Is this your last year?
This is my last year.
Okay, that's what I thought. So how important is this upcoming championship going to be for you, just to keep the season going? I know you want to win it all. There's an opportunity to get an at-large bid, but like Coach said, you at least need one result. So how important is this upcoming tournament for you just to keep on playing soccer?
Yeah, I mean, it's, crazy. I've been here, this will be my 5th year. I've only played 3 seasons, but, I want to play as long as I can for UCF. And I think, coming back to kind of what Tiff said, obviously we're thinking about the big picture, and we obviously want to go to the NCAA tournament and win the Big 12 tournament, but most important right now is just focusing on TCU, and we put everything into that game because it could be our last. Things don't always go the way you want, but as long as we step out there and put everything on the line and no regrets, then nothing else you can do.
You ended up with the back line, because last year you guys had Georgia and Khalees. So what was kind of the difference, because Georgia of course was an all AAC level player, so what was kind of the difference coming into this year where you kind of had some fresh new faces coming in, like Jessica, who, hey, she got on the Big 12 All-Freshman team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been really exciting. I obviously really enjoyed playing with Georgia and Khalees and Matu, but you know, we did have like still 3 of our, you know, 4, you know, people that from here last year, me and Olivia Lewis and Sonia Homan, and Kylie Thielen's really stepped up this year. She transferred in the spring, and you know, we've been working together all spring, and we even have a freshman, Jada, who could step up too, and Jess has been amazing stepping up this season for me and now Olivia Lewis, and you know, it's been exciting. It's been a change. I definitely have had to step into more of a leadership role, and this year as a captain, you know, to be leading that back line and not have veterans beside me that I can maybe lean on a little bit more. I do still have Carol behind me, but it's been really exciting to, you know, get to play with new players and see how they've grown and how amazing they've done this season.
What about as far as Jess specifically, since you know she got that Big 12 honor?
Yeah, no, Jess is, I mean, she's been amazing all season. I think last year she didn't get very much playing time, and she worked very, very hard last year and throughout the spring, and you know, she's really earned that spot. It's hard when you come in, you know, she's the younger player of all the back line, and you know, you're not always going to start, but if you get the opportunity to come on for someone who's injured or, you know, something happens, you never know, but and in the back line you go on and you stay on. So Jess has definitely stepped up, and she's done a really good job in big games, like Tiff said at FSU, and then also when in Penn State she really stepped up that game. I mean, nothing bad to say about Jess. She's, you know, a warrior. She's been doing really well this season.
Considering the injuries, how do you feel the team has responded to that adversity?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, Mia and Tiff said, it's been hard. It's for sure hard to lose like veterans and players that, you know, may not play again, or may not play again for UCF. But I do think the team has, you know, handled it well. We have stayed connected, and that is part of like unity. You know, we are a very unified team, and I wasn't surprised about that either, that we could stay together. But you know, we have also had the opportunity for now players like Jess to step up and, you know, take on those roles. And yes, it has put more pressure on everyone on the field, but I think it's, you know, we play for the players who can't play now, and that's kind of what keeps us going.
What do you're going in against this TCU team that you guys didn't play in the regular season? So what are your thoughts going into a matchup versus a team that you did not get a chance to face in the regular season?
I think again, just like coming into the Big 12 for the first time, it's exciting. We've never played them. We have no preconceived, you know, we don't know what happened. We didn't play them, so we don't know what the result was or what it will be. But I think it gives us a fresh start for us to come out strong, and they don't know us either. So I think it's going to be a good battle. And like Tiff said, they're a good possession team. So obviously we want to probably keep the ball more than them. But you know, it's a good opportunity. It's very exciting to play someone new.
What would it mean you to be able to kind of extend to play TCU? Because obviously, you know, TCU, and Texas are both projected right around that bubble spot. So what's it kind of like, you know, with that kind of in the air going into round walk, kind of with that on the line?
Yeah, I think with all of us being in the bubble, I mean, we did play Texas, and now getting the chance to play TCU, it'll be a good show for everyone that, you know, we deserve to be in the NCAA tournament, and getting the win against them will really, I mean, put us ahead of them in terms of RPI and getting that at-large bid if we don't get the automatic one.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot. Good luck to you. Thank you.